Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We've arrived in Denerim and preparing for the Lands Meet, which means we need to mingle with nobles.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Not really interested at the moment. Let's go visit the tavern.
You're being very foolish. Why would Loghain leave half our own army to die when a blight threatens? I take him at his word. The battle could not be won.
Even you must admit there's a suspicious rash of mortality among the advisors to the crown. Bryce, Urien, Eamon.
Eamon's not dead, more's the pity.
The only thing that truly worries me is Eamon's notion of putting this bastard on Marik's throne. It's an ill precedent.
True. I would rather see Anora keep the throne myself. Better it passes to the McTeer line than to some byblow.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. You're the youngest Kuzland, aren't you? Probably looking for coin or men to take your Ternir back then. You're better off asking the Darkspawn. They hold West Hills now.
I didn't know the West Hills had fallen. I'm sorry.
Well, I can see how you might miss it. All of southern Ferelden covered by black clouds, the ground rotting beneath your feet, plagues and darkspawn raids going on until even the crows get sick of the smell of carrion. What's a little trifle like that when compared to the important troubles here in Denerim? There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
Aren't you Bryce and Eleanor Kuzland's youngest? Maker's breath, I thought... Well, it's good to see you're all right.
You're being very foolish. Why would Loghain leave half our own army to die when a blight threatens? I take him at his word. The battle could not be won.
Even you must admit there's a suspicious rash of mortality among the advisors to the crown. Bryce, Urien, Eamon.
Eamon's not dead.
Good job clearing those louts out.
Passes to the McTeer line.
Huh?
You'll have to excuse me. I'm engaged at present.
I'm sorry. I'm busy at the moment.
Okay.
So what do you think happened to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The steeling myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that, really.
I don't believe you. Lilith has a choice.
Okay.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? Surely he doesn't expect us to believe Anora unfit to rule, with her father to advise her.
I wonder that myself. His timing is unfortunate. South Reach is overrun. I've little time to devote to politics at present.
Overrun? Has the blight truly spread so far?
Most of my freeholders have fled to Redcliffe and Lothering, but I doubt they'll be safe there for long.
Maker's breath. Bryland, I had no idea.
Be careful how loudly you speak of it. Wolf lost both his boys to Darkspawn, trying to evacuate West Hills.
Lady Andraste, pray for us.
The task is finished.
Yoink.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? Surely he doesn't expect us to believe Anora unfit to
Wait.
rule with her father to advise her.
Never mind.
What?
Overrun? Has the blight truly spread so far?
Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to Eamon.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Win? I don't think I ever went upstairs, did I?
Excuse me, I have to dust the Earl's sitting room.
Are you from Denerim?
No, I'm from Redcliffe. Lady Isolde brought me here to be her chambermaid last spring. I've family here, though. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
His lordship sends no notice he's coming, and now the house is full of guests. Andraste preserves, this will be the death of me.
Well, I will say you're doing a fine job. Carver! Who's your good boy? The central Ferelden Valley has always been a paradox. No single band holds more than a few dozen leagues of farmland, yet together they govern a greater territory than all the Tairns and Arls combined. This collection of independent bands is known as the Banorn, and is the heart of the Ferelden politics. No person has ever sat upon the throne of Ferelden without first winning the approval of the Banorn. Queen Fiona, who had the misfortune to take the throne in the 18th year of the Steel Age, wrote of the Banorn, "There have been 3 wars this year fought over elopements, 5 fought over wool, and 1 started by an apple tree. It isn't even winter yet. Who would believe that these same bands, now trying so hard to kill one another, just last year united to give me the crown?" From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Hey, Morgan.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. I await your command.
Okay, we'll make sure not to do that. Hey, Sten.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. You called.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to check in on you. Who's over here?
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
Yes, very nice. Who's that?
This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Anora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Why would Anora ask us for help?
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Are you saying the Queen believes Logain killed Kaelin?
My Queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Logain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to Howe. A visit from the Queen to the new Earl of Denham is only a matter of courtesy, and she demands answers.
What did he say?
Things no decent person would repeat. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
She's the Queen! Logain would allow that?
King Kaelin was like a son to him, and Logain left him to die. Does he love Anora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Howe say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
Would Logain kill his own daughter just to frame Eamon?
We may have no choice but to trust Anora. The Queen is well loved. If Logain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
We should expose this plot against Anora to the nobles.
And who would tell them? Me? An elf escaped from Orlais? What Ferelden noble would listen to my words? Rescue my Queen, and I promise she will reveal all, and at the time when it will hurt Logain most.
So what do you propose we do?
I have some uniforms. Arl Howe hires so many new guards every day, a few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my Queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to Howe's estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Rescue the Queen. Queen Anora's handmaid, Erlina, has informed you that the Queen is being held prisoner at Arl Howe's estate. Queen Anora believes she may be killed, and her murder blamed on Arl Eamon. Erlina seeks your aid to freeing the Queen. Meet Erlina in the Arl of Denram's at the Arl of Denram's palace as soon as you can.
I'm glad you decided to help. With Anora's knowledge, we have a far better chance against Logain.
Do you think Logain's daughter would turn on him?
From Erlina's story, he turned against her first. If he truly intends to sacrifice her, I think it will be strong motivation to break the parental bonds. In any event, I would far rather have the opportunity to ask such things of her than simply hear about her murder. If Anora speaks out against Logain, hers would indeed be one of the most powerful voices of the Landsmeet.
But if I break in, can't they frame me for her murder?
No more easily than without you there. There will be none to see it, save those who are already loyal to Logain. And given your reputation, Warden, I think Logain knows it's safer to carry out his plots far from where you can disrupt them.
What do you know about Queen Anora?
She and Kaelin were promised as children and practically raised together. She was a smart child, knew how to listen, and how to blink those big blue eyes and get anything she wanted. Her mother's looks, her father's brains, and the best tutoring Merrick's money could buy. It's a potent combination.
I should get going.
As you like. My palace is your palace.
Sweet. Meditations and Odes to Bees. O fair damsel of the garden, Arlessa of honeysuckle and rose, I humbly beg your gracious pardon for the offense that here arose. Surely your word is far too vital to be interrupted by one like me. I am in no way entitled to earn the notice of a honeybee. I was a fool to pluck that flower for my lady fair. On my honor, I swear to bring you dozens more within the hour, if you give me leave to try. Listen, traveler, if you would walk the garden past some spring, mind that you don't trespass, for the gardeners do sting.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course.
Never mind. What do we have here?
What now?
Nothing else. Okay. Nothing over here.
I am done.
Okay then. Guess we'll go. So, we gotta rescue the queen. How are we gonna do this?
Yes.
Indeed.
How should we do this? In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death, sacrifice.
Dwarven craft.
Not interested. Hey, the cats are gone.
The alienage is closed. Be on your way.
The dogs were yelping all night long. Smell of the darkspawn, they keep telling me.
Don't be an idiot. There aren't any darkspawn here. Yet, anyhow.
Moving on, I guess.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over.
So where do we go from here? I guess the Arl Howe's estate. Think so. Here we go. Oh boy. What do we got?
It is over.
Sure, why not?
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap.
And so here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again. And where is Zevran? I don't see him with you. How very disappointing.
Can we get this over with?
Yes, by all means. I simply wish to say hello to an old friend.
Here I am, Taliesin. Tell me, were you sent, or did you volunteer for the job?
Oh ho! And he makes an appearance. I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake.
Of course, I need to be dead first.
And I'm not about to let that happen.
What? You've gone soft.
I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Yes.
Indeed.
More enemies ahead.
I got the traps.
For blood and glory!
I've never lost spirit from a drunk poetess.
For blood and glory!
I'm going to enjoy this!
Very well.
You're no match for me!
For blood and glory!
On your gun!
You are for blood and glory!
On your gun!
It has begun.
On your gun!
More the fool's day!
Very well.
There we go.
Write that one down.
And there it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out.
So what does that mean?
I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none. I have enjoyed our company, but I am wondering if it is not time for me to leave. That would be the practical thing to do, no? There is a freedom awaiting me that I have never known. But I suppose the decision is yours. Will you let me go?
Don't you want to stay for the treasure?
All right. You make a convincing argument. You do seem to stumble onto treasure on a regular basis somehow. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
Requires trap making. The real pain comes not when this trap bites through flesh, but when it collides with bone. These gloves look more ornamental than offensive, with none of the bulk of an armed gauntlet, but that appearance is intentionally deceptive. Hidden iron plates encircle the wrist, providing little extra protection benefit, but substantially increasing the weight behind the wearer's every thrust and strike. Here, Zevran. Have new gloves. I realize you don't have a hat. Except I have nothing that you can wear. That it? Looks like it. And since we're here, might as well level them up. Off we go. Ooh, wait, I should have changed my party. Whoops.
Over here!
Dang it. Do I gotta go back to the market? Okay, you know what? Go to camp, then go back.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Now where are you gonna put me? That's the question. Ogren's most powerful foe was a broodmother. Yeah, because he was the only one that was still alive. Fought with the true power of a dwarf. Lots of people.
The servants' entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. Arl Howe is inside.
Howe is here?
Yes, and wherever he goes, a great many guards go with him.
What's the crowd gathered for?
The estate is in poor repair. The new Arl, he has not been very prompt in paying his workmen. I will be right behind you. This way.
There's a commotion at the front entrance to the palace. This is a perfect opportunity for you and Erlina to slip around the back.
All has had enough of Howe's conveniently busy schedule. We will not be put off again.
Nor will the stonemasons. It's been a month since we've seen so much as a coin of Howe's for our work.
His lordship is much engaged with the region. He will hear your complaints as soon as he has the time.
You're wasting your breath.
And when will that be? At the dawn of the next age? Our people have families to feed. They can't wait forever on the Terran's whim.
His lordship...
Oh, for the love of Lady Andraste, just leave the lot of you. Standing out here whining isn't getting the door open for you.
Let's go.
We know he's in there. Send him out.
Nice statues.
Oh, great. No wonder to stop for lunch, too.
Where'd you guys come from?
Shall be done.
Enough!
As you say.
Let's make this quick.
No!
Thanks, not coming to me. Good work, guys. Hopefully no one heard that.
One is coming.
Why are there people back here still? Ooh, pumpkin patch. Where's Alina? I gotta take care of this guy.
Who goes there? Stop!
Very well.
Bring it on!
Okay, moving on, I guess. Breaking into an Arl's estate.
The Arl used to come here in the winter when I was small. I slept with the hounds.
Interesting. A fruit. Anything else? More elf fruit.
I shall do it.
Yoink. More elf fruit.
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly.
Wait, we need to put on disguises.
Hurry! My lady does not have much time.
No peeking. Alistair, that goes for you too.
Are you all prepared? I will go distract the guards.
What good are the uniforms if they won't get us inside?
These two know who is allowed to come and go. They will not be fooled. But the uniforms should work on most of those inside.
Let's go.
I will lure them into the courtyard. Wait in the bushes.
Alina will distract the guards so you can enter the palace. Wait in the bushes until the time is right for you to make your move.
Oh, you must come! I saw something! By the fountain! I think it was a darkspawn!
Darkspawn?
They will drag us all underground to be eaten!
Should we call for help?
Did you fall off a cart full of stupid? Call for help? So they can see us act like scared little girls because of some knife-eared wench?
They will eat us all alive! Please, get help!
If there is something out there and we don't sound the alarm, we'll look worse than scared.
And drast these holy knickers. Fine, we'll check the courtyard, if it'll keep you from wetting yourself. But there's nothing there.
Thank you. Oh! It was over here! Quickly!
Let's go. Infiltration successful. Now we just gotta find the queen and somehow get out. Okay.
Ah, it took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely at anyone in uniform. All guards are alike to a cook, no? But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new. They will not know you for a stranger at a glance. It is best to keep your distance from all of them and try to blend in.
Where's Anora?
She is in the guest room of the main hall. Andraste, guide us.
You made it into Howe's estate. Now you need to find Queen Anora's chambers and escort the queen from the estate safely. Okay, guys, let's go.
This kitchen is a disgrace. How did the old Arl servants ever cook anything in here?
No one ever said the Kendalls had any sense.
For Andraste's sake, don't speak ill of the dead.
This roast is going to be charred on one side.
There's no help for it. We'll just trim it and feed the scraps to the dogs.
Quartz. Oh, fruit.
Yes, ma'am.
The captain locked you. I heard him talking to the chamberlain.
I say how
Hush,
to level
son.
the thing.
Don't
and build
spread
a new
tales.
one.
What did he say?
Let's see.
Sorry, ma'am.
Go check this room. Don't mind me. Okay, let's make our way out. So far, so good.
Raw wheat with not mutton. How's too cheap to buy it? Cook's probably roasting the elves in here.
Training area.
Full house. Now, isn't that a shame?
As you were.
Maker, dinner is late again.
Doggy.
Not in the tongues of all the nations of the world, Maker's mercy be expressed.
Founded at Weishout Fortress in the Androfels, the Grey Wardens offered humanity hope in its darkest hour. Veterans of decades of battle with the Darkspawn came together, and the best among them pledged to do whatever was necessary to stem the tide of darkness that swept across the land. These great humans, elves, and dwarves pooled their knowledge of the enemy and formed a united front to put a stop to the Archdemon's rampage. And stop it they did. Ballads are still sung today of the first Grey Warden charge into the waves of Darkspawn at the city of Norbotten, each warden facing 10 or 20 Darkspawn at a time. Squadrons of Grey Wardens mounted on their mighty griffins, soaring through the blackened skies and battling the terrible Archdemon with spear and spell. Oh, what a sight it must have been. Incredibly, the Grey Wardens won that first battle. They raised their arms in victory, and suddenly there was hope. The Grey Wardens led the lands of men and the last stalwart defenders of the dwarven halls against the hordes of the Archdemon Dumat for the next 100 years, gaining and losing ground, but never backing away. From all over Thedas, they recruited whoever possessed the skill and strength to raise the Grey Warden's banner, making no distinction between elven slave or human nobleman. And finally, nearly 2 centuries after the first old god rose from the earth, the Grey Wardens assembled the armies of men and dwarves at the Battle of Silent Fields. It was then that Dumat finally fell, and the first blight ended. The Deventer Imperium would face a new challenge with the oncoming of the prophet Andraste. The thoughts of the blight grew distant. With Dumat's defeat, the Darkspawn were no longer considered a threat. But with the wisdom of hindsight, we know that conceit proved foolish indeed. The task of the Grey Wardens was far from over. From Tales of the Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar.
Finished.
Yoink.
It is over.
Don't mind me, I'm just...
I am done.
You know, mandatory, search. Where does this go? Dungeon.
Think again.
Darn.
The Grey Warden is here, my lady.
Thank the Maker.
I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback.
How do I know you're really Queen Anora?
How am I supposed to answer that? Shall I try to shove my crown under the door? Do you think the royal family has a secret knock? My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic.
How do we open it?
Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at Howe's side.
So much for secrecy.
Well, if he didn't know you were here, he soon will.
Fine, I'll be back soon.
Thank you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Arl Howe will probably be in his rooms. They're at the end of the hall, on the left.
You found the Queen, but she seems to be trapped in a room by some kind of magic. She says that Howe has been able to enter and leave at will, so he must have some answers. Find Arl Howe and get him to release the Queen. I want to go explore the dungeon first. The human settlement of Gwarin is built directly on top of a dwarven outpost by the same name. Prior to the First Blight, in a time when Ferelden was not yet a nation and was still carved up into barbarian tribes, the outpost served as a source of salt and a means by which the dwarves could reach the sea lanes of the Amaranthine Ocean. Unwilling to come to the surface, the dwarves made an agreement with the local Terran to build a port and relied on the humans to ferry goods between the ships and the underground outpost. This made Gwarin a prosperous place and extraordinarily wealthy for a time. When in the Divine Age, the dwarven kingdoms fell to the Darkspawn and the deep roads were closed off, so too did the dwarves disappear from Gwarin. The human settlement, the envy of surrounding barbarian tribes, was assaulted and sacked, its wealth stolen. The town remained, however, and despite its remote location, continued to find value as a source of fish and timber. As the first settlement liberated by King Marek and Loghain during the Ferelden Rebellion, Gwarin was eventually granted to Loghain when he became Terran in 911 Dragon. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. I wanna go explore the dungeon.
Impossible. No, I cannot.
Huh? Someone say something?
The housekeeper will hear us. Someone's here.
Look, you didn't say nothing. Wait. Who are you? You're not on my watch! Call the watch! We've got an intruder!
Oh, crud. Your cover's blown. You'll need to fight your way through the rest of the Howe's estate.
I think we work well together.
Great.
The task is finished.
I hope he doesn't mind. This shield has belonged to the Arls of Amaranthine since Calenhad's time. There are scars in the enamel from Avar axes or Legion swords and heated debates from the Banorn. Nope, nope.
I await your command.
Sorry, I was trying to pick up treasure. Antiva. In the rest of the civilized world, it is common belief that Antiva has no king. I assure you, gentle readers, that this is untrue. The line of kings in Antiva has remained unbroken for 2,500 years. It is simply that nobody pays any attention to them whatsoever. The nation is ruled in truth by a collection of merchant princes. They are not princes in the literal sense, but heads of banks, trading companies, and vineyards. Their power is conferred strictly by wealth. But Antiva is not primarily renowned for its peculiar form of government now, nor for its admittedly unparalleled wines. Antiva is known for the House of Crows. Since Antivans are well known for being good at everything but fighting, it's more than a little ironic that Antiva possesses the most deadly assassins in the world. Their fame is such that Antiva keeps no standard army. No king is willing to order his troops to assault her borders, and no general is mad enough to lead such an invasion. The attack would likely succeed, but its leaders would not see the day. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Gentili. Paper is bearing a Grey Warden seal. The text is gibberish, probably encrypted.
What? Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could... Alistair? Is that you?
Who? Wait. I do know you. You were at my joining. He's one of us. A warden from Orlais. Jada, I think. Or was it Montsemar? I'm afraid I don't remember your name.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever, and glad to be home.
Another connection to Highever. What are you doing here?
For the most part, attempting to hold my tongue. I was sent when we received no word from King Caelan as to the outcome at Ostagar. The king had invited all the wardens of Orlais and their support troops to join him. Then nothing.
How large a force did you bring with you?
We had 200 wardens and 24 divisions of cavalry. The first we heard of Logain's edict was when everyone was turned back at the border. That was when the rumor reached us that wardens were being blamed for the massacre. We finally decided it was safest to send someone alone to learn how best to fight the Blight and this regime simultaneously. As a native Ferelden, I volunteered to make the crossing.
Are these your papers?
Yes. These are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar. What I could find of Duncan's own recruitment records. Copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be seen by any outside eyes, but I trust in their encryption.
The joining ritual? Can you induct other Grey Wardens?
Would that I could, for Ferelden sorely needs them. But for the joining to work, the recruit needs not only fresh Darkspawn blood, but a drop of blood preserved from an archdemon. Ferelden's supply should have been in the vault, but it was gone. I can only imagine someone took it out and Logain either confiscated or destroyed it.
Then we need to get it back.
As you know, the joining's chance of success is slim anyway. Logain has done far worse to the Wardens than cut us off from recruiting. And from the rumors flying through Denerim, removing him from the throne is already your plan, no?
Where's Howe?
I saw him go into the dungeons. He may still be there.
How did Arl Howe capture you?
With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Logain didn't yet know who I was.
Why don't you come with me?
I wouldn't be much use to you in my current condition. And if you'll pardon me, I've a sudden desire to breathe some free air. I will seek you out later, after I find a good physician. And good luck, brother.
You found a Grey Warden, Riordan, trapped in a torture room. He told you that Arl Howe would likely be in the dungeon, which is undoubtedly on the basement level. Find Arl Howe and get him to release the Queen. Okay. Let's go then. Hey, Rexel.
It's a trap.
I got it. Stun.
I shall do. As you say. Very well.
Lots of arrows, jeez.
Watch out! As you say. Shall be done.
Is everyone good?
Impossible.
Darn, I need a key. Anything else in here?
We must not exhaust our supplies. I shall do it.
Stun.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Good work, Alistair. Knock, knock.
Tis begun.
Sorry, doggies.
More the fool's day! As you say. Shall we done? Very well.
Please.
Don't give them the advantage! Tis begun.
Get him. Anything else in here? Nothing? Okay. Whoa! Ow, ow, ow. Holy smokes, that's a lot. Where did you guys come from?
Shall be done.
Ooh, me.
Quickly, we must fight! Don't be a fool! I shall do it.
You should try what he can. I cannot be defeated.
Take it you guys got the mage? Good work. Let's check this room then.
What now? I am done.
Finished.
There, got some experience. Wait, this is the way back, isn't it? Money! Deep mushroom! Money! And I just went back in a circle, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Check that room, so we gotta go this way. Oh, you guys took these guys down. What's in here? Hi.
Very well. It's begun. Quickly, we must fight!
Defend yourself!
As you say.
Oh, these guys. Lots of people here. Jeez.
Shall be done.
You forced our hand.
I shall do.
Something tells me he likes to hire torturers.
Don't leave me here. Get me out of here. Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
Who are you?
Then my father didn't send you? I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue?
I'm Aedan of the Grey Wardens.
Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask.
Will your father side against Loghain at the Landsmeet?
Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Howe said the Arl of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Loghain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
You freed Oswin, the son of Ban Sigurd, from Arl Howe's torture room. Sigurd might appreciate being told about this. Jeez, they just have people hung up here.
Very well. We must not exhaust our supplies.
Let's get him.
There is no glory in bloodshed! As we say. Back!
Can't. We're stuck in the doorway. Get him!
No! Shall be done. Very well. As you say. Enough!
I can handle it. There we go. To the lower prison. Oh, here's the lower prison. This is it.
Sounding the horns for retreat. Do you hear it? Do you hear the dogs howling?
Hold on, let me just get you out.
sounding the horns for it.
There we go.
They said to
Rexel.
retreat. The horns sounded, and we turned, and then the screams. We rode, and they screamed and screamed and...
What do you mean retreat? Were you at Ostagar?
Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
You're free now. Go somewhere safe.
Safe? Is there a safe? Perhaps next door?
Do you mean like the next cell over? In the depths of Arl Howe's dungeons, you found the missing veteran Rexel. About time. He had been driven mad from torture and imprisonment, but is now free. You should report back to the Chanter in the Market District for a reward.
It is over. Think again. No, I cannot.
Well, well. Bryce Cousland's little boy, all grown up, and still trying to fit into Daddy's armor. I never thought you'd be fool enough to turn up here. But then, I never thought you'd live, either.
Why betray me, Howe? My father was your friend.
A clumsy appeal, child. He was a traitor to me and a coward to his nation. Trips to Orlais, gifts from old enemies, all while I sank in obscurity. Your family squandered glory that was rightfully mine. How suitable that their deaths should raise me to the ear of a king. If you think you can take this from me, that I will allow it, you are very much mistaken.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
By my family's blade, your life shall end. Nope, wrong one.
Come, let us end this. Down, you go.
This is for my home.
Very well.
make her spit on you. I deserved more.
It will be good to ride into battle once more, won't it, old friend? The Arling of Amaranthine winds along the sinuous northeastern coast of Ferelden. The waking sea is known for its temper, and the storms that sweep in from the warmer northern waters are sudden and brutal. These are the lands of Arl Howe. He was born during the occupation, and like many of the nobles at the time, joined Prince Marik's rebels. He fought alongside young Bryce Cousland, future Town of Highever, and Leonis Bryland, future Arl of South Reach, at the bloody Battle of White River. It was the most catastrophic defeat of the entire occupation, from which only 50 rebel soldiers escaped alive. Although he was decorated for valor by King Marik, Howe's abrasive manners have earned him almost universal dislike among his peers. When Bryce sent his men to support the king at Ostagar, Howe took it as an opportunity to attack Highever, slaughtering the people there and claiming the lands and title as his own. Of all the inhabitants of Castle Cousland, only Aedan survived. Howe died at the hands of Aedan in Denerim. My family is now revenged. Familiar to the hand, but as far from a woodcutter's tool shed as an axe can get. Worked by the best enchanters money can hide from the chantry. Anything else in here? What the heck was that?
Me. Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Who are you?
I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Tern's men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done.
Who are you talking about?
The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle Mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Tern's men took him from me and brought me here.
Was his name Jowen?
Yes. He destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me.
What do you want me to do?
Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me.
You've killed Howe and his pet mage and avenged your parents. Queen Anora should be free. Go quickly before more guards find you. Erminric gave you his signet ring. He wants you to give it to his sister, Ban Alfstana.
Who's there? Stay away. You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim.
All Urian died at Ostagar. Who are you?
I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim, it's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything.
What caused the elves to rebel?
You know how elves are. Every now and then they start to think they're people, and you have to put them back in their proper place.
I need your voice in a land's meet.
Of course. Anything. Just let me out.
Fine.
I swear you won't regret this.
Just don't cause any trouble with the elves. Is this it? High prison, low prison. I think this is it. See ya, Howe. Let's go save the queen. Expert trap making. The characters learn to assemble lethal third-tier traps and lures.
The task is finished.
Aha! Let's go. To the queen.
My thanks.
Why are you dressed like that?
Because there are two sorts of people in this house. Those loyal to Howe, and those loyal to me. If Howe's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Where did you get that armor? You freed Queen Anora from the room in which she was imprisoned. She's put on a guard uniform and will be leaving with you in this disguise. Get the queen out as quickly as you can. Alistair. Oh, no, that was just... Oh, boy.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'm here to free Anora, who was held captive.
Don't be ridiculous. The Queen isn't being held prisoner here or anywhere else. Her father would never stand for such a thing.
You know that for certain?
Unlike you, some of us know what honor and loyalty are. I have no doubts about Loghain. Bring them down! Loghain wants the Warden, dead or alive.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
More enemies ahead.
The only child of the war hero Loghain MacTyr, Anora has never been one to stay quietly in the background. It's common knowledge that in the 5 years Anora and Caitlin held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. She is held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden, nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Selene of Orlais to declare, Anora of Ferelden is a solitary rose among brambles. She sent her maid Erlina to Arl Eamon's estate to ask for Aedan's help in escaping from Arl Howe, but as they fled Howe's estate, Anora in disguise, they were ambushed by Sir Catherine, there to arrest Howe's murder. A fight ensued, and Anora fled in the confusion. supposed to lose this.
You should run while you can. Wipe them out.
Yep.
Eamon, we have a problem.
Andraste, watch over our friends in danger.
Calm down. What has happened?
The wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free him.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrian will take him to Fort Draken. Getting inside will be no small feat.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
Where are we?
I'm not entirely sure. It's not the Royal Palace dungeon, I think. Too orderly. Fort Draken, perhaps. That doesn't really bode well for us.
So we can try to escape, or we can wait for the others to get us. Let's wait for the others.
Who do you think will come?
Liliana.
Oh, I wish I could see that. One person assaulting Fort Draken all alone.
I could go with Morgan, of course. Yeah, Morgan's coming with.
I hope you're right.
What's that supposed to mean? You were captured while rescuing Queen Anora from Arl Howe's estate. You are now in Fort Draken, and Loghain no doubt has plans for you. Hopefully your friends will find some way to get you out before you learn exactly what those plans are. So Catherine, Loghain's lieutenant, cut off your exit from Arl Howe's estate. Anora got away in the confusion. Perhaps it would be a good idea to speak to Arl Eamon about this. Well, right now we're stuck. And next time, we'll try to break ourselves out. Until then, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.